Well, fiddle-dee-dee, everyone. We've got a transit problem. And as you can see, we've also got a worker problem. Welcome to City Skylines 2 and Neo South Auckland. I am Palpatine001, aka the Senate. And today we've got a product of rapid expansion and a network that was designed for the founding of the city needing to catch up pretty desperately. So then, today we've got a couple of tasks. We're going to reset the bus lines, we're going to prepare the metro, we're going to prepare the heavy rail, and then we've got some expanding of industry and residential to do, especially as medium residential takes off. Now, ironically, I finally learned how to do the bus and tram lines. Yay. So the first thing we're going to do is not that, is we're actually going to drop down a cargo station first. There you go, see what I saved? Believe me, you need it. We're going to drop down a cargo station. The reason for that is we're going to be hauling cargo out of here. So I've got to make sure is get as close to the lines as possible without... I only need one track in and out, so I don't need to worry too much. Lay that down. Now, if I can just get... This is going to be a test in a minute. Can we... because that's already overlapping. Okay, so what we need to do is I might be... the moment... If we could just adjust the spec without having to demolish. So what we need to do is basically, for the moment, actually I think it's actually just going to be easier just to whack this out for the minute. It's going to upset a little bit of things, just the way things are, but I need to do a couple of adjustments. So we're going to actually end up with two forestry areas anyway. So what we'll do is bring him... Oh, okay, we've got a... Must be crossing up a road. Let's get in the roundabout. This is... Okay. Let's bring this puppy down. Now, it is a cargo station, so I should be technically doing what I usually do with cargo stations. Okay, yeah, just do that. Yeah, because I can bring another ramp through there, or I can get it across the road. I think what we'll do for extension's sake, let's just do that for now. Because I'm likely to bring a road back up here and get one to cross over here. So what we'll do is jerry rig this guy up. Now we've got a road there and a road there. Okay. Because we're moving things around, I might actually take this road out. Bring in a series of ramps here. Yeah, over and under. Oh, that radio sucks. Yeah. Yeah, take them out. We'll draw in the 3 asymmetrical. Hopefully that turns them around. Yep. Drop in a roundabout. And we have a future road to go down here as we require. Because there's going to be a road crossing there. Okay. That will do for now. Trucks are going to cut through a bit for the moment, but we're also going to be moving into... Where's he going? Yeah, not favourable, so we need to get them actually on the highway. The railway will work better, but we'll come to that later. Nope, industry. Let's get them set up. Sweet. And we could do more, just check out where our other forestry resources are. Technically, it's all up in this area. Otherwise, it's actually all in here, close to the city centre. It's actually on the other side of where the city centre is going. Okay, so we just deactivate him for now. And they'll get going shortly. Unfortunately, we've got rain at the moment, so... Anyway. Focus back down here first, so we've got to get the buses and that working. So first thing we need to do is get rid of this metro station. I've decided we don't actually need a second metro. I have decided that at the same time we're going to... Yeah, these are pretty poor statistics, so... Because they're not doing anything. Okay. Next thing we need to do is, and I'm probably going to yeet the bus stops out as well. Let's just quickly... Just be careful. Where's the railway coming from? There. Oh, okay, so that's a bit of a... See, actually... Let's... Now, is that railway only coming out of one place? Yeah, it is too, so it's actually going to be facing out the other way. Okay, so that means I'm going to have a railway on a bend. Not desirable. Yeah. Okay. Basically. Okay. That just allows me to do that now. Okay, so we'll just turn him off. That's for later. Okay, so the metro station is gone. So what we're going to do is we're going to work on the metro first, then switch back to the bus. That railway is going to come down here. In fact, if anything, I am likely to decommission this. So I think I can lay... Yeah, I can actually commission extra lines. So there's going to be a lot of changing around as we decommission stuff and bring new stuff online. But let's just deal with the task at hand. And try not to scroll and go off course. Okay, so... Subway. Tram later. Whoops, that's what happens when I press too many keys at once and not the keys I want. So we've got a subway station connected there, and we've got it connected to the airport. So our next station would be... yeah. About... here, and I'm just going to do the tracks quickly. I should really drop these down. Zoom in. Where is it? Ooh, okay, so that's going to be a... taking the unusual step in doing this. That has entirely missed. On the ground view. Okay, so what I'm likely needing to do is... ooh, is she actually quite deep underground? The answer to that... oh, shoot, I just missed. The answer to that question is yes. Okay. And that does connect. Victory. Nice. Yes, these stage... note to Paradox and Colossal. These are overkill at the moment. At the moment for some of these maps and cities. They truly are. If we can get smaller versions, like say with just 2 or 3 tracks, that would be quite beneficial. Although that said, I could run another one straight across to the city centre and cut across. So there is that. It's going to be interesting on how it's going to be done, mind you. And we're going to come to that later, because it's too long for tram lines. Okay. So we pop him there. Now, metro stations are not designed to be at close distances. Yeah, they'll whinge because of the noise. Which means I'll have to adjust these somewhat. Now that's going to press up into my new area too. Now this is going to look... you're going to be thinking, what the hell am I doing this for? This is going to change over because I'm going to move the industry, but for the moment it can take the industry for now, or I'm going to put buses so I don't activate the subway yet. No, I will activate the subway. Where's the next subway station? There. It's coming down the road. Oh, that's a steep grade. Ooh, okay. Now she's come back up on the surface. Okay. Let's try that again. No. Tracks. Yeah, it's a little bit better. Yeah, I can hear all the train nerds go, no! Yeah, what's going on here? Curve's too tight. Where are we bitching about the curve? Ah! Autosave right on top of that. Okay, she's having a bit of a sook. What's the gradient? Ooh. Game. Behave. Don't know, don't care. Yeah, you can tell we're going uphill. And, ooh, that's a tight one. Let's work a bit of magic and go the other way. Nope. Okay, so we've... Ooh. Ooh, that's not desirable. Let's try it out again. I'm actually going to have to come back from the other way. Yeah, it's a bit better. Not flash. No, it's 3.6 Runkin, eh? Okay, we've got our first subway line in play. Which, ironically, I might bring up. Zoning. Zoning is a bit... now going to be a bit interesting because we're actually in the position to upzone. So go mixed use around these stations. Trust me, you'll thank me later on why I'm doing that. We'll leave that for now. That will rezone. So I think it's a case of... okay, so we're going to... oh, great. These don't have order... oh, that's good to know. I did not know these had parking. Parking? But apparently they do. Go figure. Okay, well, we're going to just have to do the naming conventions. Oh, shoot. Hello, someone's not connected. Oh, ouch. Okay, let's try it out again. Lucky I was paying attention to that. Where are we overlapping? I'm just wondering why this is going a bit... oh, because there's a tunnel. Because I forgot that I had an interchange tunnel underneath. Huh. Whoops. That was a bit silly. Okay. Alright, let's go through these stations and name them quickly, otherwise I usually come to regret it. Turn parking fee on. Right, let's rename these stations. Yes, I have mechanical keys, so you're going to hear me type. What is... should typically follow the name of... Okay. So we're naming them after places here in New Zealand, particularly Auckland in this case. Wherry Metro Station. So this is going to pick up a cruise ship terminal, so we're going to run 2, because I'm not going to be on the other side of the map for a while. Okay, so... let's turn these on. They pay some rent, but they just allow stations to be just earn a little bit of money on the side, as well as making them more friendly to use. So that's just... okay. Remind me one day to tell everyone a story about black cats, okay? I am going to run this subway station, because this is going to kick off a wave of gentrification as well. Hopefully. Okay, where are we here? Bright Waterway. Bright Waterway Metro Station. Okay, parking is on. Do the upgrades. Anything to make these stations just a little bit more hospitable. The Glades. Parking on. You buggers can pay for parking. I don't care what you think. And don't tell me about park and ride. There are some cases where I'll do it, other cases walk or catch a bus. Okay, I have not got a name for this yet. What is the district zoning? Okay, so we have not got a name for this yet, so I don't know what I'll call it. Just remember, some of these are going to be a little bit redundant for the moment, but yeah. Given this, I'm gonna parking fee on again. Okay. Oh, damn, that was a bit. Hang on, let's just click away. Oh, okay, never mind. We've got those upgrades in. We've got all those upgrades in, including, I believe, the metro. Yep. Yep, well, we've got all those, so we can technically run this. There are cases where I might drop park and ride, but not park and ride. I'll come into it in a minute. Just give me a second. Let me just line this metro up. Then I'll run the buses up. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Where is it? Yeah. Okay. Ooh, can't see. So let's wait these lay points down. Again, you might remember in one of my very first videos, the infrastructure surplus model. Well, the buses fell behind because they need to be upgraded. And buses networks, we'll just go into a side tangent here while I do the metro stuff on the infrastructure and deficit, surplus and deficit models. Surplus being you run your infrastructure ahead of any urban development, deficit you run it behind. The metro, for the sake of argument, is being technically run ahead, as so will the rail, heavy rail. The buses get a little bit interesting because they work both ways. And this comes down to the efficiency of the modes. Which mode is best at set distance for carrying how much. And how they tie into the wider network and to the wider city's urban geography. So at the moment, as you know, I'm about to redo the bus network. That's because the way I do play is I use the rail system, Metro, Heavy, and Heavy, so I'm using Metro now, as the spines. And I will build the development around the spines. So that's either greenfield development, such as what we're coming back down to where it's blank land, or whether we're going to intensify brownfield development on existing sites as we see here. You'll notice it doesn't show up at the moment, but most of this is low density. You would have seen me earlier do mixed use, so bringing it up from row houses to mixed use, which is 6 stories, commercial on the bottom, residential above the top. So that always will be run ahead, always in surplus unless I'm really not paying attention. Buses work great as your first mode when your city is founded, which this city is now established. It's now established itself, so now it's gone out of founding stage into growth stage. Buses then I usually switch over to feed into the spines, or in some cases more isolated areas where rail can't go. However, as the city expands and as more transit lines come around, your bus network is always reformatted, and it should be done periodically. In Auckland, my hometown, the last big one was in 2016, and it wasn't done decades before that. But now it's done regularly. So the bus network will always be deleted, reformatted, reconstituted as the city expands and as more spines like rail go in. This is because, yep, that's dumb, the efficiency of the modes. Buses are great for short distance and shuttling to your larger stations like rail and metro. Your next one up is trams, but they can go slightly longer distance, but they still work best at short distance. Basically, tram lines are there to replace buses. A bus might max out, and I'm going to use a double decker or a bendy, at 110 to 130 passengers. Tram can carry 385 to 400. So they're great as bus replacements in heavy areas or areas with high amenity like a city centre. Your next one up is metro, where freight is not needed. Great for medium and long distance. Heavy rail is great for long distance and carries the most, and also good for cargo. Heavy rail is also good for high volume shuttling. So those are the efficiencies of the modes, and each is integrated. Each has a play. None should be competing against the other. They should be cooperating with each other. And with transit stations, I will do what's called transit orientated developments, where I will build around the stations as you can see here. Okay, that is the metro done. Okay, so Line details, assigned vehicles, ticket price. Okay, I'll keep the ticket prices set to about $8 through the fleet. So the metro's ready to go. Now, was I going to need a park and ride? Yeah, why not? I will chuck in maybe one or two for now, and then maybe slowly remove them. Now, I'm not going to be gloriously big, mind you. What's that? Nothing. That's just zone. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And I could... No, not one there. I could chuck in another one here. So park and rides don't serve urban catchments, they serve those with low density or rural. And I get annoyed when people say put a park and ride in the middle of a metropolitan or a city centre. It's like, you're nuts. In that case, I'm actually going to need to... What I haven't done is... and I know why I haven't done it. I haven't pathed these out. Gee, where's a closer way? Can I get any closer to that station? Okay, so we've got a, by definition, technically a dead station at the moment. So that is definitely one for a park and ride scenario. That park is technically in the way. That's not going to particularly help, mind you, because I just was not anticipating it. Then again, I can bring buses down to feed into it, so it's no biggie at the moment. Okay, so that's the metro down. Right, let's look at our bus stops. And work out where the hell they're going. Okay, let's come out of underground view. Let's work on this one step at a time. I'm actually going to demolish all the bus stops. So this is going to be interesting. So for the moment, while I do that, and so I don't bore the living daylights, everyone, let me just quickly do this off screen, and then we'll be back. Okay. So I've done what I needed to do. Let's get the first bus stop out and then start working it again from there. So we will just go straight for the shelter bus stops because we can. The bus depot is there. Okay, so let's get these in and then I'll show you what we do next. So one there, one there. This line could eventually become a tram line, but it's not there yet. So we do realize this could go to a tram line. Okay. So the difference is shelters, non-shelters. We do have taxi stands floating around. Okay, so there's a bus stop there, so I might bring this one a little bit closer up. We've kept those ones in there and those ones in there. That can, no, because it's going there. So the next one to go in. We'll actually now switch over. Oops. It's just because I can. And then okay, and then we get them oh. Okay, well that looks like I'm gonna have a spare pair of bus stops. Actually, is that forming across city? Yes, it is. I actually don't want them to actually interfere with that line because it's coming from the airport, isn't it? Yeah, that's to become an airport line. So no, I will not have it interfere. So this is a case of you guys just get a bus stop and you guys get a bus stop. So let's get the route set out. I'm going to have to just get some general industry up too. Not ready to go oil yet. I don't think we've got enough for stone anywhere else yet either. Okay, so let's get our first bus stop going again. We do run taxis, and I believe they're running very well. Yeah, they're moving quite a lot. Okay. Whoops. Sorry, that was me at the start of the depot. Okay, the intercity lines are there, so let's put you here. And then we're going to do one other upgrade as well. Can't wait for the new radio stations to come out. A lot of these buses are going to have to run back and then start again. And I think we're going here now. And then around we go. Oh, we're not. Thank you, I was just going to say. Click out. There we go. Titisum, maybe. Is there no other bus stops down there? No. But I don't mind doing it. And yeah, the overhaul. And once you start, after the first couple of overhauls, your bus lines start settling down. Especially start building the transit lines, the rail lines, which we didn't have before, which is why the huge big reset. There must have been an autosave kicking in. Yep. Okay. Where is it? And that's our first route complete. But wait, folks, we're not done. This I finally found out how to do, and I was like going, I couldn't believe how derpy I was in forgetting it. So at the moment, it was replace road tool. In City Skylines 1, it was the exclamation mark. Thanks to Phil from City Planner Plays over in YouTube for reminding me how this is done from one planner to another. Thanks, Phil. That really certainly helped. So we're now adding, I think these are bus and taxi. Yes, they are. So this is just going to improve the way things go. And turning traffic. So in days of old, I believe, what I had to do is stop these shorts so people could turn. Because I had banned cars out of them. And it created all sorts of a nightmare in CS1. But I think in CS2, they now can enter the lane. Okay, this is going to get a little bit interesting. Okay, now in this instance, I am likely to actually have that bus line back off a bit, just to allow better movement. No, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, haven't I have I not upgraded this road yet? Huh. Okay, well that's going to be next. Or I could just leave it alone. It's just full of low-end commercial anyway. And just whack a parking lot somewhere else. I'll leave it for now. It's of no major concern to me. Okay, that just makes it a busway, so you don't need to do any of that. Alright, so that's that done. We just need to check the parking lots. Okay, so that is our first bus line done. Yay. Now let's get ready to do the second one. And where does that need to go? Go from the airport and we'll go cross city over to the wood side. But we'll get to that in a moment. Okay, so the next line I'm going to look at doing is from the airport across this axis out to here, then back across and down. Now it's going to be a dual access. I think I've got the subway station. I think I've got the busway. And here, taxi stop, electric bus stop. So I can automatically shove in more platforms because reasons. Ready? Okay, well that's the wrong name for start. Right. Yeah, parking fees, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so this axis is going to come across. Now, I'll see what I do with the residential. I'm likely to make it low residential. We'll see what happens. But basically, come across this axis, come down, then work its way back up, and then we'll also do counterclockwise as well. So we're cutting across the axis for that particular one. Now, I need to know what to do with these guys. This is probably going to need some roading stuff done first. So these guys, this could prompt another... It's also depending what I'm going to do with the trams, and we've also got to bring a case of bringing the buses up here as well. Although this is technically asking for a tram line. Oh, and we've also got to bring this one down as well. This bus line down as well. So we've actually got a couple cutting across the axis. Actually, I could actually have him just go back the other way. So he's not going to go anywhere because of industry, although he can cut down. A bit convoluted. So you have another one come across. As you know, he comes down and cuts across here. And I can bring him down here for now. Because he won't, oh, we could need to stop there. Okay, we'll focus on him in a minute. Let's get this done first. So, actually, I'll be generous. I can always put parking back in later. Okay. technically they'll walk to that, so that is a... Oh, which way are we cutting across? Oh, we're cutting across here. Now I've got to work out where the pedestrian paths are. There. Back to shelter. So this will be a dual loop. What's called a dual looper. Don't need to there. They are in walking distance. I believe there's a pedestrian path coming down. Yes, there is. Yeah. And he's also caught up there. Okay. Switch over. Yeah, because they're going to feed back down here. It's a... Well, yeah. Actually, I'll make... No. Yes. Sorry, that was a little bit of indecision. I'll put these ones particularly fair. You see all the taxis on the move. That's the intercity line. Now that goes. Okay. Now you say, well, that doesn't feed into the city centre. Well, technically it does, because they should be cutting across the axis of the at least one of the metro stations. Which also means, yeah, that one also cuts across as well. So I don't necessarily need to... I could do. I'm more likely to bring a... Actually, I'm more likely to bring a road down here, turn that into a road, and bring him down, because, yeah, again, he's going to cut across the axis. Or I could just bring him, because this is likely to go trap, bring him up and send them back out that way. There's more than one way to skin a cat. They don't all need to feed down into the city centre, because that's going to cause congestion, and I've also got a metro line. This is likely to feed into the other areas out here. Okay. And same with the airport. In fact, for the airport, it depends on how I do the residential out here too, with the industry. Okay. So there's actually going to be technically two routes for this. So they cut across. Bit of a walk, but nothing major for that one. Ooh. Just gotta see what's going on there. And I will again work out what needs bus lanes in that. They're likely to have it in these more medium density areas. Okay. That's that. Now we go back the other way. I'll change the colours and all that later. Oh, there goes the autosave. Now, before we get the simulator going, just looking at industry, I'm probably just going to need to set up some more generic industry. Because our next playthrough will focus on major industry again. And moving an industrial complex over, getting the port set up. Okay. It says we're cutting across the axis of the transit lines where possible. One thing it doesn't tell me is the distance, which is what transport the lines manager used to do in CS1, the mod. So this is, I'm not sure. Okay, so those are done. Now, I am just curious. Wrong one, mind you. Haha, no, not that one either. That one. Okay. Right. That's a flaw of the game. I need it on the right-hand side. Good to note. Paradox, looking at you. Okay. Not at the moment. Okay, oh, that's all set up. If anything, I probably actually need to drop some parking in there, actually. And I think it was that low. Yeah. Okay, so we technically don't need any bus lanes in here at the moment. Not to my knowledge, anyway. So we'll just keep working our way through it. I will drop them in here. Because this is likely to go congested. Especially as we've got that big cut across the axis one there. Okay, so what we've got here is me needing to upgrade the roads. If I do that... nope. Yes. Interesting. I have an idea why that's happening. No concern. It's only a 2-laner. Not yet. Oh, that's interesting. Wonder why I did that. That's a bit better. Okay, let's continue with the bus lanes. Yes, bus lanes, bus lanes, bus lanes. Because these areas are going to get congested very quickly. I'm likely to also knock out their on-street parking. But I think this one's actually full. Yeah, it is. Oof, okay. What have we zoned this off as? Medium density. We'll see how that goes, but it could be a case of, I need more parking. Haha. Yeah. Okay, so that's that one all set up, ready to go. I am also likely just to do whacking some. Yeah, actually, yep. I don't know if trees lower pollution yet. I do not know on that one. Okay. What I might do is yeah, they were going to have a sock about the parking. Okay, so that's those two bus lines done. Right. One more set to do, I believe. And it's this guy who I've got to bring across the axis. So he... do I feed him down the city centre path? Technically, that's going to be fed into there too. So he's actually got two ways to be fed in. So I'll note that. So let's see what I'm going to do with this guy. No, because he's going to cut across the axis. Oh, I could... Actually, no, we'll bring him in. Bring him all the way in. And I'll let him cut across the axis as well. So we've got a dual system in play. Yeah, I know about these guys too, so we've got you. That's an interesting one. I am likely to have this fed up into here. So this will feed across that axis. Now he's going to cut down into that bus stop. That bus stop. Yeah, this is a case where we do have a feeder running. I'll leave that. Yeah, there's technically a redundant stop at the moment. Okay. Oh, shoot. Okay, we've got a couple of redundant stops now. It's because that's just me not paying attention. They'll be picked up later, so they're actually not of total waste. Okay, so let's bring him online. They cut across the axis. Now I don't need them to cut across twice. I'm surprised he's actually going to stop on the bridge, but whatever. Because this also just forms a bit of redundancy in the system too, if the metro was to ever somewhat fail. This is why we've also got bus lanes. Okay, so he's in place. Now, we were looking across here. Yeah, not much at the moment. Is that feeding out to the industry? No. Oh. No, that feeds one down. So that feeds back. Now, what axis are they cutting across? This particular subway station here. Okay. Just needed to know what they were cutting across. There will be... well, depending on how I redevelop that, it's depending what I do with it. Okay, so those are our bus lines all complete for now. What I need to do is basically, before I do anything else, why am I overlapping? Oh, because there's a sewage plant in the way. Ah. Alright, let's try that again. Okay, so what I'm basically doing is just setting up for the port, the new port to go online. Oh, that radio sucks. It really does. Okay, so that new line's going to go through there, so I don't need to worry about him. That's the landfill. Okay, so we got some clipping issues there. Probably because we're actually on a hill here, and so I probably need to do some, yeah, terraforming. Not going to be the easiest to bet on because I think there's a... Okay. Oh, flip, why did I do that? Don't need that at the moment. Okay, so basically that just now allows me to... I don't think the grid's going to work for this. Oh, ironically it is, but the bloody power line's in the way. Doesn't matter anyway. Okay, so get that new industry set up. I don't think it was natural resources I had to worry about down here. No. Sweet. So that means I am not using that groundwater supply. There's plenty of others in the city. Okay, so industry. Okay. I will actually bring that new port online. I just won't connect the rail to it yet. Where's the rail connection there? Actually, I might as well. As soon as I say it's like, nope, you're doing it. Otherwise, you... So what I need to do... Come on. And yeah, pretty ugly. So I'll see if I can... Let's do the rail line first, because I did it the wrong way around. Okay, let's just get the rail line around. Oh, look at that. yeah, railway crossing because reasons. And then we'll do the... before I do that... Get those in now. I'll get those 2 new connections over. Okay. Okay. Whoops, wrong. Nope, that doesn't work. So, oh, okay. You're gonna be... Well, that absolutely sucked. Let's do that again. Okay, let's try that literally again. Okay, don't tell me that I messed this up. Probably have. What are you complaining? Wow, okay. Let's try that one more time. Ooh. Hang on, I gotta... That was a bit nutty. Whoops, that wasn't meant to happen. Lucky I got rid of it. Yeah, the trucks can have fun with that one. Okay. Rail, rail, rail. Let's get this going. Okay, so the horse is... I'll move those over. Okay, so we've got that online. Let's move the shipping over. Okay, this is going to get a bit interesting. Yeah, I see what's gone on. Okay, let's go. Okay. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, now this is playing. That is a interesting one. Okay, we seem to have cropped up an issue with the shipping, which is going to be interesting. One moment, folks, as we try and fix this. Okay, sorry. We finally managed to get the glitch sorted, and we're done. So, where we are at is I've just relocated the port and zoned down more industry, so I will be shifting this out. So that will be done next stream as we get ready to zone the industry out. We have laid down our new bus lines. We have laid down our first metro. This area is going to get ready to gentrify out. And basically, we're ready to let rip. So, what we will do is we will end the stream here, or I should say the recording here, and in the next video, let's start following some buses around. Until then, plan safe.